Hello and welcome, Sabine Robertson with Silver International Realty. Thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe and like my videos. I would really appreciate it. And this video is about what to watch out for when you're purchasing a condo in the Destin, Rosa Beach area in Florida. So last month we heard about the devastating news about the Surfside condo in South Florida. So a lot of questions are coming up, and how is this going to affect, the purchase of a condo in real estate? So I have talked to a couple of property managers, and right after the collapse, they have been getting lots of phone calls from their owners. Of course, everyone is concerned, what can you as a homeowner do to protect your building? And also, what do you need to do as a buyer when you're purchasing a unit? And what do you need to watch out for? So let's talk about a couple of things. For starters, there's a lot of condos right now that are investing in an engineer study to see if their building is sound and safe. Just 2 weeks ago, there was an article in the newspaper about a local condo here in Destin, and they found out some structural damages that need to be addressed, and that would cause about a 10 to 15 million assessment, according to the article that was written in the newspaper. So that is devastating for some of the condo owners, because now they have to come up with additional funds to support the assessment. So you as a buyer always want to ask, are there any special assessments coming up in the near future? And if the answer is no, you may want to do a little bit more digging and research. Take a look at the minutes and see what is being discussed. Ask for the financials. Does the homeowner association have a strong reserve? At least 10% of the monthly dues should be put in a reserve for maintenance. And what is their maintenance program? Are they regularly investing money in the building to keep it updated? I mean, it's just like buying a house. If you purchase a house and it was a rental and the owner never put foot in the home and rented it out for 10, 15 years, you probably are going to have some maintenance issues coming up. Well, the same applies to a condo. A good property management company will address repairs and maintain the building in good standing. So that's something to look for. You can also do a lot of observation. Look at the age of the building. Destin, we have a lot of buildings that were built in the 1980s, 1990s. So you might need to be a little bit more careful and do a little bit more due diligence when you are considering purchasing a unit. So the steps are, identify your unit and then request all the homeowner association documents. It could take a little bit of time. So when you're writing the offer, there's an addendum, and you have 3 days according to the addendum to review those documents. And if you're not satisfied, you can always cancel based on this addendum. So it's important to submit that with your offer. So let's take a quick look at the condo rider that should be attached with any order when you're writing an offer on a condo. And it offers some protection to you as a buyer. Over here you have the Condo Approval, which is not common in our area. But the area that you really need to pay attention to are the assessments. So, a lot of condos, they are within a resort like Water Sound, Origin, any of the St. Joe properties, Seascape, Destin, Holiday Isle, and you have to pay not just the association for your condo, but also for the resort or the complex. So pay attention to what you're paying monthly and, of course, what's included. And then here is the part that I'm talking about, that you have 3 days to review any of the bylaws, year-end financial. So you are protected if you have this rider that you need to receive these documents within 3 days. And if you don't, or you're having a problem, you can actually cancel the contract. And then the last, so look right here, buyer is entitled at seller's expense to to current copies of the condominium documents specified in paragraph 5. So those are all those documents, okay? And that's where you want to put request if you haven't gotten them. And there's a timeline of 3 days. So these addendums protect you big times. Lastly, special assessments and probation. Look at this. It is specified, check 1, buyer, if left blank, or seller, if checked, shall pay assessment in full prior to or at the time of closing. This is really important. So pay attention to this and always make sure that the condo writer is attached with any offer that you are writing in regards to condos. Sometimes it can be challenging to get documents. The homeowner association is not always willingly to give you all the financials. So sometimes you got to go a little further and reach out to the actual owner to request these documents. And some associations are making them easily accessible and are willing to help you in any way you can. So ask lots of questions. And that's where your realtor comes in to help you, guide you through this process and request these documents for you. And together you can assess them and look at all the pros and cons of purchasing that unit. And lastly, I think, use your visuals. When you walk through the condos, take a look at the exterior. Do you think it may need a paint job in the next couple of years? What about the stucco? Do you see cracks? Or what about the building itself? Does it appear sound and safe to you? So these are all good clues to consider when you're purchasing a condo, you're investing in real estate. Do your due diligence, and it's still going to be good, and it will all work out. Lastly, you can always reach out to newer construction. There's a new development going up in Seascape. There's a couple of new developments going up in Golf Place and Rosa Beach. So if you are concerned about the older buildings, you can always reach out to some newer construction. Of course, you will pay a little bit more. So with anything, I hope this was helpful. Please send me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about any of the condos or homes in Destin, Miramar Beach, Santa Rosa Beach area, please reach out to me, and I am happy to guide you to make sure that you are doing a good buying decision. Thank you for visiting my channel. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Tschüss. Until the next video.